Hi. For 2 years, I listened to Evgenia Streletsky. She's a psychoanalyst in the Ukrainian internet space. So today I'm going to tell you what is known in psychoanalysis, but I will use my own words. So I will tell you about 3 levels of personalities growth. The first level is low. People are usually immature there. They have personality disorders. They have a lot of complexes. They don't realize their emotions, and they um, prefer to assert themselves at the expense of other people. They need other people, and there is no individualization on this level. So usually such people, very often such people grew in big families, uh, or maybe even now they live in such big families where there are several families live in one house, or even several generations live in one house. So and there is they don't know anything about personal boundaries, and if it's a common thing for them to be in one room with other members of the family, of course they don't have even opportunity to discuss, to realize their emotions. So and usually Muslim people are on this level of um, personalities growth, because it's a common thing for Muslim people live in big cities, in big families, or they used to live in such big families. And as these people need other people around, and they don't have confidence, they need to assert themselves at the expense of others. They need several partners, sexual partners, or they change partners very often. And here the idea of several wives in Islam, in my opinion, because in the Middle Ages, all people were on this level of personality disorders, and they couldn't realize their emotions, and they needed to assert themselves at the expense of others, and they need several sexual partners to prove, first of all, men needed to prove themselves that they're real men, and to make it legal, it was the idea of 2, 3, or 4 wives. But now the situation is different. Now people, in terms of personalities growth, they move to the other level, the level of individualization. It's the level when people already realized their emotions, but they have problems with the personal boundaries. They still depend on the opinion of others people. Not maybe, but for sure they try to reach the perfect image. They try to be perfect. On this level they need a lot of partners. Actually they need just one partner, but still at some point they can be dissatisfied with this partner. According to Islam, God doesn't like the divorce, but you see nowadays it doesn't matter, because in the Middle Ages a man was the only source of income for a woman. So that is why those times it was unfair to leave a woman without a husband. Nowadays women can live without men, and believe me that separated and divorced women can be even happier than married ones. And for children, a happy mom is the most important thing in the world. And the top level of personality's growth is the level of integrity. This is the level of mature people. They can take responsibility, they can make decisions, they respect personal boundaries of themselves and other people, and they can say no. But what is more important, they don't try to be perfect. They can excuse themselves for being imperfect. And when such mature people who can excuse themselves to be imperfect, they find each other and start loving each other, they create something perfect, like yin and yang. But if they can't find someone whom they can love, they can be single and they can be happy just because they are on the level of integrity. Islam teaches obey your parents, respect your parents. Yes, I agree that every person should respect other people. But why should I obey, for example, my mom if she is on the lower level of maturity, and if she doesn't respect my personal boundaries? I can respect her in a distance. If for my mental health is better, so my mom was in a distance, maybe it is really good. And Islam teaches obey your husband. But what if a husband, in terms of personalities, growth, is immature? He is not as mature as a woman is. And actually, that explains a lot. Why why for Muslim people it is better to deal with Muslim women and not non-Muslim or non-religious women, because sooner or later other women, they realize that their husbands are not mature and they can leave them. But Muslim women, they follow the rules, that they know that they need to obey the husband, and they know that they depend on the opinion of their relatives. So in such a way, for immature Muslim men, Islam is just the greatest excuse not to develop their personality, to stay on the low level, and to assert themselves at the expense of their wives and their children. Moreover, according to Islam, music is haram, portraits are haram, playing chess is haram. So they are against everything that can develop brain and critical thinking. It's very easy to control such people. So maybe that is why they prefer to stay on the level of personality disorders and deny everything that can lead to the critical thinking and to the growth of the personality, because they deny everything, because this everything is replaced by Islam. And it's easy for them because they control everything. They control other people from their community. They control women, first of all, and their kids, first of all. And yes, thank you. Bye bye.